So, little Johnny has been diagnosed with central auditory processing disorder. If you don't know what it is, that's understandable because there's not a lot of information out there. Nothing's definite. What it is that the brain can't hear. He processes the information through his ears, but then it gets jumbled around before it reaches his brain. So his audiogram probably came out normally. You probably saw that there is no hearing loss. But what happens is that the centers inside the brain and the circuits, they don't correctly process the incoming information. So this can affect his understanding, especially if the conditions are not ideal for listening, such as, in a classroom or out to eat at a restaurant, at a store, really anywhere. Some signs of central auditory processing disorder: difficulty comprehending spoken language unless it's brief, clear, and simple, hearing difficulty against other background sound, poor listening skills. Now, this doesn't mean that there's any kind of hearing loss. It just means that others perceive it to be, he's not listening because he's too busy trying to focus on something over here or over there and the speaker's in front of him, or whatever the case may be. So, slowness in processing spoken information is probably difficult. Poor auditory memory, insensitivity to tone of voice or other nuances of speech. So things like sarcasm, he might either not pick up on or not realize that he's doing it, things like that. Extreme tiredness after school. So he goes to school all day and he takes in all of these sounds, but because he can't process them, it takes a lot more brain power for him to get through his day and understand what to do, what exactly is going on. So he's probably tired after school. He probably has problems with comprehension, language, phonics, spelling, vocabulary, and reading or written language. So don't worry, there's things that can be done. Some of the auditory skills affected are pattern recognition, onset time discrimination, auditory memory, auditory attention, following directions, auditory cohesion, phoneme discrimination, and phonological awareness. So what needs to be taken out of this is that it's not a lost hope. There are a lot of things that can be done. Some of the things that can be done are using an FM system in school. It can be used in school, it can be used after school for extracurricular activities, it can be used even around the house if you feel that that is the best situation and if a professional evaluates the situation and feels the same way. Listening therapy can be done, as well as language therapy. Language therapy will help him articulate a lot better because he might not be getting all of the sounds by themselves. So what happens is he can't produce those sounds because he doesn't know exactly what they sound like by themselves. Reducing background noise, so talking to him, maybe turning the TV down or off. And if you can, pick a quiet corner of the restaurant to sit and talk in. General organization skills as well. So what can be done is you can write him lists. You can give him a lot of sticky notes. You can make notes and leave them throughout his room, different things to do. That'll help him. If you get him a planner or an assignment book, that would help as well. He can also repeat directions as you tell them to him. So you can say, go to the kitchen, get a snack, come back, and give it to your brother. So instead of just, listening to what you're saying and then walking and completely not comprehending what you already said, he would have to repeat the list of things to do while he walks to the kitchen, picks out the correct snack, and then comes back and gives it to his brother. That way, he's continually having that input, even if it's just him saying it, of everything he needs to do until that's finished. So these are very simple things that can be done. Don't panic. He will be okay. Just find the right path for him.